Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, generous donations in all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's go ahead and clear out the energy, and then we're going to see what the message of Spirit has for us. Hey sis. Someone is working on their own personal relationship with God. They feel like this is the only choice that they have because, especially after the manner and the viciousness in which they betrayed you, but in the manner and viciousness that they were also betrayed. Someone is not talking to a person or a group of people, they cut off all communication. But it's like this group, they keep doing stuff to try and taunt them, to try and get them to communicate, to try and get them to say something. But I see that this person has their back turned and their arms folded just like this. Like, I'm not talking to your ass. It's like they are clear that it's like they gotta do something. I'm seeing like some type of scale, like they're trying to make, like they're trying to balance something out. I feel like they're trying to balance their life back out so that they can reconnect, with their soulmate. I feel like somebody's completed a major cycle just by the fact that they got their arms folded like this. They not saying nothing. They're like, you know what? And the group keep trying to like, hey, it's me, call me back. I just told you she never called me back. Hey, oh, I forgot to tell you something. This is just the tea, call me back. Bottom of the deck. The Emperor. Look, I told you somebody got their arms folded. Hey, Lightworker William. Hey, Davy, how are you? Yeah, they got their arms folded from this trickery, this trying to doing all this shit, trying to get somebody to respond. This person has decided that they're on their own after they was done in the absolute positive worst motherfucking way. Hey, Imani. Hello, Black Goddess. Yeah, they was done in the worst way, so they decided that they was better off. Like they say, bitch can do bad by themselves. You know. But and you know what? The thing is, when they left, when they turned their back on that group, they beat the devil. They won. They, like I said, somebody completed a major cycle. They was able to gain like they say your word is bond. Somebody's word has been fucked up, but now it's like their word is starting to be bond again. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody feels like, okay, it's almost like they're getting some type of blessings back, some type of inheritance back, something like they're proving themselves to be worthy. Yeah, because somebody they want to apologize to you. They want this relationship. They want to balance things out so they can have this relationship with you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, like I said, somebody had to experience the same thing that you went through in order for them to understand what that shit felt like. That was justice. confirmation. They had to experience the same shit you went through just for them to understand exactly how that shit felt. Now, like I said, somebody has put up some strong boundaries about where they put their energy, and it's not with that group no more, because they understand that people lie. People fucking lie. Hey Derek, how are you? So yeah. See, somebody was confused. They was confused before, but not anymore. I feel like this person is no longer confused. They're on the right track. Yeah, they are on the right track, and they see everything crystal clear. Like, you know what? This person is outside of the matrix, just looking at it, like wondering. Now that everything is crystal clear, they're able to stand outside of the matrix and see that it was just all the matrix. Yep. It's like somebody had to understand that, hanging with a certain crowd or hanging with a certain crew, that's what got them stuck. That's what got them put in a certain position that it was hard to get out of. It's easy to do shit to get in trouble, but it's so hard to get out of it. Yeah, because see, somebody's realizing that whenever you were speaking some truth before, you was just speaking actual and factual knowledge. Very wise. Someone, they didn't listen to it, but you had said this shit a long time ago. They didn't listen. Hey, Marcia, how are you? So, and now somebody realizes that for the longest, they was walking around looking foolish. They was walking around looking like they was easily led, you know, like somebody could tell them to do this and they would go do it. I'm telling you, somebody didn't listen until the same thing came back around on them. That's when somebody got clear. That's when they got clear. That's when they gained understanding. See, now somebody realizes the relationship between you and them, and the fact that, you know what, this was like the best part about them. You know what, that they needed to have, the courage and the strength. But the thing was, it was like you was the one that had the courage, you was the one that had the strength. And now this person wants to come towards you. This could be about a Gemini, a Cancer, and a Leo, because we got the Lovers, the Chariot, and the Strength card. But this person is all in their feelings and they can't sleep at night. They're stressing about something. Stressing about maybe you're going to deny them, even though they're going to try and come to you with that cup of love, like you're gonna push them away, you're going to deny them or something, or I feel like, you know what, it's something with this group. Almost like this person feels like, because they're trying so hard to get rid of this group, because they know you're not going to take them back with this group around. And they have that little fear on the inside that if they get rid of this group and you tell them no, then they're just going to be there alone. But see, that's why somebody has to work on their relationship with God. I think that's what it is. Somebody needs to work on their relationship with God. That way, it don't make a difference if you at home alone. You're not feeling like you need somebody around. See, somebody's realizing that they don't have the stability that they thought that they had. And that's because they was lying to themselves. They was looking at this little thing that they had, acting like they had a whole lot. Almost like they was taking for granted what somebody was saying, but somebody, and then whenever they realized it, they realized somebody wasn't saying shit. Yeah. Somebody now realizes, they're awakening to you. They're awakening to, like, I feel like how, like somebody is now, they're having another look at you. You know how somebody, how you could see somebody like all the damn time, and then one day you happen to look at them, and then you, for the first time, now you just seeing this person every day for like 4 or 5 years, and then one day you happen to look at the person and you happen to notice that they got freckles. And you like, damn, I ain't never noticed that so and so had freckles. Or you start really looking at that person and you realize, damn, that person is nice looking. I never realized that. Or something about that person starts to show grow. I mean, to show up, or to come out. You see something. I feel like this person is doing that with you. Yes, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. This person is looking at you like, damn, like for the first time, they see who you truly are. Like, damn, like, damn, what? I've looked at collective a million times, but I never ever saw collective like that. That's how you know somebody's working on a relationship with the Most High. That's how you know there has been a breakthrough. That's how you know they have completed a cycle, because for the first time they seeing the real you. See, they couldn't see it before because it was too much block on their view. Hey, Straight Cheese. Hey, K Hyphy. But now they see you. See, almost like this person, it was like this person, it was meant for this person to leave, get the fuck up out of there, go ghost if you had to, but go within and find that light within, work on that relationship with God, find that God within. It was meant for this person to do that. That's way. This way, now this person, they open up something that had never been opened before. They crack that egg open. I feel like God, helped them whenever they had no other choice but to reach out. Because God will chastise us, but God, I feel like God did it in such a loving way. Like God would sit there and talk to this person at night, show this person through things, through people, they just happen to hear bits and pieces of conversation that was meant for them to hear. For this person to be able to gain an understanding of what it was that they needed to understand. See, somebody is realizing them relying on the judgment of and listening to and being a part of all that gossip, all the outside noise, all those people that never really fucking mattered, but got in the way any motherfucking way. Somebody's realizing that's what fucked them up. That's where they went wrong. That's where they was cursed at. Because they opened up that door. They allowed that bullshit in. See, somebody realized that they needed to choose a different path at that time. That was a time whenever they really needed to choose the path to get closer to God. But instead of doing that, they went the other way. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Cleo. Somebody thought, somebody thought that Dave was gonna be able to decide what Dave was gonna do and everything else. Someone decided that they was gonna make their own decisions. They was gonna do something else, like they was going to, instead of going the way that they knew that they should have went, they was trying to defy themselves, like allowing themselves to be easily swayed, to be bought. Like somebody gave them something. And then that's when somebody realized, this person that's working on their relationship with God, that's when that person realized they're not happy at all. They're sad. Even when they faked the funk to act like they was happy in front of everybody, behind closed doors, they was sad. It wasn't happy at all. That's when somebody realized that somebody had lied to them about all this shit that they had promised them, Same thing. That's what this is why somebody decided it was time for them to work on them. Yep. It was time for them to work on them. I kind of feel like somebody kind of felt some type of relief telling somebody else that they're leaving, that they moving around, that they're cutting corners or something. Mm-hmm. And somebody else just heard about it. They just heard about that somebody was leaving. They just got the message. They didn't even get the conversation or call or nothing. Yeah, somebody just wanted to leave. They just wanted to leave and not talk about nothing. That's all they did. They was tired. They just wanted to go on and not speak about anything. That's what they did. They kept to themselves. Yeah. They kept to themselves because it's like somebody is realized that, at that moment they realized some things. It was like they started seeing things that they hadn't seen before. They started noticing things they hadn't noticed before. And what they hadn't noticed before was the fact that here you are, a whole earth angel. It's like they realized that this big ass opportunity they had with this earth angel. They never noticed it before. Now somebody sees that they have the best opportunity to work with you. They see the truth in the matter of working with you because, number one, you brought the truth. You told this person about a tower that was going to be coming if they did not go in whatever direction, or if they went in a certain direction. You told this person about a tower, but you know what? This person did not want to listen. This person wanted to defy you anyway. This person went against you. So you had no choice but to let it happen. Then all of a sudden, whenever it happened, Now this person want to work with you. Now this person wanna come back. They want to work with you because they see the value in working with you. And it's like they hoping that it's like something with them deciding that they was gonna go their own direction. They have the power or whatever. Somebody don't want you to know that they never really had the power. That you always had the power. See, I told you. Somebody don't want to be bothered. They got their arms. They like, mm-mm. What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Something about, I feel like between maybe June and August, maybe somebody, they realize the relationship between the two of you and how strong it is. And that I feel like this person, they feel kind of guided with these two sevens together, kind of guided to go towards you. I feel like this person feels guided to go towards you, to invest in you, or to work things out with you, to put they money in your to bet on you or whatever. Because I feel like this person now, they want to do it again. They want to win against all odds with you. That's what I kind of feel like. They want to feel like, okay, so now they went into a different direction. Now they went into a different direction, and they going towards you, just to make up with you, and they really wanted to work with you. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? I feel like it will. I feel like it will. But the thing is, it's like somebody has to know that, that it's like you're gonna be guarded, but they're gonna be guarded, but y'all need to be like, have each other's back. Yeah, because these people are still gonna be trying to come around. They're not gonna stop. Somebody's making progress at not responding now. I think in the beginning they used to answer the call, they used to respond to the text, they would send back an email, even if it was a LOL. But now they got to the point where they know that they can't even do that. Hey Addie, how you doing? They shouldn't even do that shit. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. Somebody realized that these people will never stop. They are never gonna stop trying, so they're gonna have to. And the only way for them to have to is like basically not respond in order for them to, stop fucking around. Shit. What's the message? Thank you. Yep. I feel like this person is taking guidance from, God. God is really working with this person right now. Because there's things that this person needs to talk about. There's things that this person needs to deal with on their own secretly. Things that they've started, but they stopped. It's like they've only started, and these may be things that they need to work on themselves, or situations they need to clear up. Yeah. I feel like you refuse to argue with those people. You refuse to engage. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yep. And they don't like that. You refuse to engage. They don't like that. They don't like the fact that you've made a different, that somebody made a different decision with their life, that they made a decision for to go towards God, you know, and they decided that it was time for them to go off on their own because they know that they was betrayed. See, that I'm telling you, that emperor knows it was time for him to go off on his own, and the devil did not like it. What's the message? Yeah, because see, I'm telling you, somebody realized they it's like, you know, I kind of feel like somebody is having that, you know, when you're sitting here thinking back, like, I just can't believe that shit. Like, oh my gosh, you know, like, damn, you know what? Heavy D asked me for my number and I told him no. And only to find out, you know, I can't believe that shit. I was tripping, you know, or some shit like that. That's how somebody's feeling. That's how somebody's looking. Yeah, I'm telling you, the truth. It's clear they can't believe this shit. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? And I kind of feel like they feel like there's nothing left to say to these people. Nothing. Yep. Because they know that if they open up those lines of communication, someone's being very stoic. They ain't got shit to say. They ain't saying nothing. Because they know if they open up those lines of communication again, then that's gonna get them caught up. That's what the shit's gonna go back around again. Here come to opening up the cycle. And see, so somebody know that what they need to do is, like, they've watched you, they've listened to you, they've taken your advice, and they know what is gonna work. And what works is, you said, don't say shit. Ain't nobody talking. Ain't nobody talking. Her mouth closed. Her mouth closed. His mouth closed. Ain't nobody. Somebody said, I'm not even saying anything anymore. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And that's the best thing. That way they don't know if they affecting him, if they not affecting him, what the hell is going on. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yep. And that's the truth. That is the truth. They do not know what the fuck is going on. They can't tell what's going on, what's happening. Yep. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody's about to get their wish fulfillment because they're going to feel very victorious. Something is happening for them. They feel like they hit the jackpot. Because you know what? This person decided to go a different way, in a different direction, moving around with some different people. And that's what, I feel like this person, or you know, or reaching for different heights, you know, especially if they're working with God. And all of a sudden, it's almost like, boom, there was a situation that came up, that's coming up. This person is going to make this, it's like opening up this person's whole heart. This person's going to be surprised, but they're going to be nervous, but they're going to do it because this is something that they wanted to do. This is something that they've wanted to do, and they've wanted to do this ever since you walked away. I'm telling you, because this is somebody from the past that want to make peace. They want to make peace. There was some shit that they should have said, but they held back and they didn't say it. And this is some shit that's been dealing with them. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Thank you. All right. Something about a relationship with this King of Pentacles. And something about there's no holding back now because the Eight of Swords is in reverse. So is there's no holding back now. You can have this relationship with this King of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. Confirmation. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, something about something secret was going on. Oh, okay. So maybe, you know what? Because this person is working on a relationship with the Most High, and they are Xing these people out because they want to work on coming back with you. Because they completed a major cycle. That major cycle was of finishing, closing that chapter of that generational curse. Now here is that tower moment, okay? And now all of a sudden, somebody got the go ahead to get with somebody, because to have a relationship with somebody, to get married to somebody. But either it's going to be something that somebody doesn't, you're not advertising, or because there was some type of curse that was broken with the tower. Yeah, I'm like all of a sudden, maybe you're not talking about it or something, and then all of a sudden, here you are. It's like you end up getting your wish fulfillment. Like you all of a sudden you make the announcement. Oh, I's married now, y'all. Something. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Okay. And so then here comes somebody trying to come back around. Hey, J Mike. Somebody that's egotistical, vain, somebody this is somebody that you walked away from a long time ago. This is somebody that created towers in your life, and it was a tower in their life once you walked away. This is somebody that like you ghosted, and they was like so sad and depressed after that, because you know what? This is somebody that somebody else had followed, and was just, anyway, bad news anyway. Now somebody else want to come back around, like, oh, let me see if I can give it a shot. No, but you can't get pew. What's yeah no, they ain't got nothing to offer, and they ain't really trying to offer nothing. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving, baby. I'm telling you, somebody from the past, they really love the hell out of you. Oh my gosh. This person loves the hell out of you. This could have been somebody that walked away from you. You walked away from them. They love the hell out you. What's the message? Thank you. You are their wish for. You are their dream come true. You are all they think about. You were like, butterflies and ladybugs. Pink, cute, fuzzy shit. That's what they think about. They think about like, like Sunday morning breakfast made. They think about Thanksgiving and Christmas, and they think about the good shit with you. I'm telling you, somebody they fantasize about like you, like you're just like perfect for them. You're just perfect, and they hate the fact that and they understand why you walked away. even though they don't like to talk about it. But it was first it was confused as to why you walked away, and didn't know why you walked away. But see, then this person from the past started having to think about the past, these 6 cups up here, and how he was treating this relationship in the past. Mm-hmm. See, he thought that he could straddle the fence and still be, and then call himself trying to be peaceful by not talking about nothing. Whenever you wanted to have some back and forth conversation, that motherfucker didn't want to say shit. Just not realizing you was the first, the last, and the every motherfucking thing. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yep, I'm telling you, that tower's falling. Somebody realizing, shit. I gotta go check on my dinner real quick. I'll be right back, y'all. Need to turn the oven off. Hey, Sasha, food. You're such a good girl. Mommy's so proud of you. All right, thank you, y'all. I appreciate your patience. And I'm so ready to eat. It's gonna be so good. Ooh. Let's grab us another deck. Yeah, see. Somebody they had to go through the same thing, same exact thing that you went through, just so that they could understand what that shit feel like. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Mm-hmm. See, somebody lied to them and told them that you wasn't the whole empress, you know, that you wasn't the whole empress. They lied to them. Mm-hmm. They said that you partied a lot, that you was always drinking. They said that you was always causing arguments, that you was emotionally unbalanced. You know, hey, Galactic Goddess. Yeah. And so somebody, whenever they was thinking about you, they was coming to expect the worst. You know, they was confused and they was expecting the worst whenever it came to you. And that's why they ended up mistreating you and giving you less than and gaslighting you and lying on you and lying about you and doing all that sneaky shit behind your back. But now somebody is realizing that it was those people that was lying on you that lied to them about you. Somebody didn't realize that you had, it was like something about your inheritance. You regained your inheritance by speaking out and setting the record straight. And now this person is understanding, because something that they didn't give to you, they realizing that they needed to understand about loyalty. Like, if you're not loyal to who's loyal to you, then who's going to be loyal to you when you need somebody to be loyal? Yeah, somebody had to look at something and realize something. Somebody had to realize that they didn't have all the information. They just had bits and pieces. And they made a whole judgment call after bits and pieces. Hey, Tara. This is why you chose to be alone. This is why just decided to, protect yourself, stand up for yourself, and you just wanted to be alone. And you know what? You being alone, it's like you called in the big guns. Because it was like Archangel Michael is here the entire time, ready, standing, waiting for some shit to pop off on, Because you getting victory. See, this person is realizing that they have to make up, and they coming from the back end. They coming from the back, trying to do some catch up. This person is realizing that they should have, really looked at what was going on, really paid attention. That way they would have noticed that fish in that jumped out that cup. Instead of now they have to sit here and go through this. Are they ever going to catch up? Is it really going to work? See, somebody really didn't understand what love was because they didn't love themselves. So now that they understand, now that they love themselves, now that they respect themselves, now that they have a relationship with God, a close relationship with God, now they can understand and respect and appreciate your wisdom, your guidance, and your strength. It's almost like this person didn't want to hear what you had to say because it was coming from you. Everybody was telling them before, like, don't respect collective. Don't respect collective. You ain't got to listen to collective. You ain't got to hear. You ain't got to listen. Don't worry about what collective say. That's just collective. Don't worry about it. Just do it. Listen. Do what I said. Fuck what collective said. Collective don't know no better. Collective is stupid. Don't. So they heard that a lot. Now they're realizing you wasn't stupid at all. You was the one with the knowledge. You was the one with the wisdom. You was the only one that was getting it straight from God. Hey, Catherine, how are you? Yeah. See, somebody else, they it's like now they realize because they failed to accept your nuggets of wisdom, which would have given them so many wonderful brand new opportunities because they chose not to listen. They hurt themselves. They ain't hurt you. There was see everybody was wondering how is collective still smiling. We tore everything down the collective said. We turned our back. We did the exact opposite of what collective wanted. And collective is still smiling. Absolutely. Hallelujah. Amen. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, motherfucking lutely collective is still smiling. Because now that somebody understands that you was the one that was connected to God and was getting it straight from God, if God is for you, who the fuck you care if somebody against you? See, somebody, they that's what I'm saying. People are sitting here thinking about, damn. You're like, wait, what? See, now they thought that they had more sense, more knowledge because there was more of them. But here you are. You may have had one in your hand, but see, they didn't see all this other experience, all this other shit, all the other knowledge that you was talking about. Now somebody's waking up to this clue. Now somebody's starting to understand. They starting to get it. Did you know what? You a whole CEO energy here. You smarter than the average bear. But hey, boo boo. Yogi Bear is smarter than the average bear. See, they didn't. All they saw was you just with that one pinnacle. But then they was listening to everybody over here. Everybody thought, well, we're gonna put our pinnacles together. We're gonna have more pinnacles. And they just got one pinnacle, but they didn't see all them other pinnacles. And then whenever, like I said, somebody they just opened up their motherfucking eyes to finally see you. And they're like, damn, you got all these pinnacles. Huh. Mm-hmm. Somebody want to send a message. They just want to put like troubled waters behind them. They wanna travel to you, but they don't want to argue. They want to travel to you. They don't want to argue, and they don't want to feel like they that you got your barriers up, because you're afraid that they're gonna do something, or they afraid that you're gonna try and get your lick back or something. They don't. It's not gonna happen like that. Somebody they were actually want to make peace. They want to heal the situation. Something about somebody feels trapped because they actually went backwards whenever they thought they was going forwards with somebody else. They actually got off track, way off track. That carriage, that chariot was so wild, because it's like it's two horses and they don't have on the reins. So, but they're just pulling that chariot anyway. They're not working in unison. So it was like a wild ass fucking ride for somebody. That's why this person said they had to just leave. They had to leave. They couldn't. They had to leave. They couldn't do it anymore. Somebody had to really take a sit down, take a break. That's when somebody realized, there was a whole lot that they didn't see. There was a whole lot that they took advantage of or took for granted that they shouldn't have taken for granted. There could have been like a Sagittarius here, or an Aries. So I feel like there was an Aries. That it's almost like this is somebody that I don't know why I'm feeling like this would be like a grandfather, a great grandfather, something like that. Somebody that's not here, but somebody that's passed over. But this is somebody that they was guiding this person to hold back. And it's something that about they told this person something. It's almost like somebody's ancestor, that says no longer here, came and was talking, maybe somebody was asleep and they had a dream or whatever, the ancestor was, and they told them something, and they said to hold this to yourself. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. And it could have been about breaking this generational curse. Maybe that person had to realize that's what they were here to do as well. That's what they had to work on. That's what they finally realized what it is, what their life purpose is. And they were so happy. They had to go within. They had to get close to God. They had to do whatever they need to do to work on their life purpose. And now that this person has graduated, now that this person feels like they feel victorious, this person feels really good. They feel really good. And I'm telling you, it's easy I feel like this person feels like it's easy for them to leave those people out in the fucking cold. It's easy for them to walk away from that. It's easy for them to shut that door. Because they know with those people came problems. And this person knows that, what, they just want to be happy. They had to make the right decision for themselves. They had to do what they had to do. This person decided it was time for them to stop playing the fool. I feel like they stepped out on faith and they left I feel like they snuck away from the devil for real. Like I said, it's like they snuck away. They just was all quiet. They had the game plan down. They knew what the fuck they was going to do, and they did it. And they snuck away. That's why they not answering nobody's phone call. They not responding to no text messages or no emails. This person may have even moved so that they don't have the address. And maybe if they move somewhere that's a place that's got an upstairs, so that they can't tell, which place is theirs, or security gates or something like that. Yeah, almost like, something about their home. I kind of feel like this person has good news coming in, really good news coming in about their home, what they're doing, that they're trying to, do things differently. They change locations, they got all this good stuff happening because they're making some good choices. They're making the right choice, but their only regret is that not talking to you. This person is watching you, though. This person is watching you and listening to you. And I feel like you are the reason that this person was able to close cycles on all of this hidden shit and deal with it and understand that they needed to take control. They needed to take control of the situation. That they needed to have that new beginning. They needed to put in the power. They control their own life. Nobody else can control it. Yeah, see, somebody, they had an epiphany. Somebody had to realize they were asleep. They had to realize they was asleep. Thank you, Spirit. But now it's like, like I said, and they had to realize this is what they truly wanted. That's why they snuck away from the devil. That's why they was like, fuck that. I'm doing it. They feel like they had to show some courage. And they did. I don't know what made this person feel stuck, but everybody has their different battles. Yep. Yeah, for whatever reason, for a long time, this person could not complete this cycle. This person kept Just kept on, kept on, kept on. Could not complete that cycle. I feel like until that cycle, there was something that was affecting that person's health. What's the message? Yeah, this is something this person, they keep thinking about you. They want to return. They want to return to you. They want to return. They want to go back and repair things. Yep. Yep. I feel like they're being led to return to you. Can't make that up. They are being led to return to you. Spirit is speaking to this person, telling this person it's time for you to go back. It's time for you to be, get peaceful with it. What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. Expect to hear some type of communication. You're getting a call, an email, a text, something. It's going to come in all of a sudden. I'm telling you, it's going to come in all of a sudden. You're not going to be expecting it. Could be somebody from your family, or maybe somebody is telling this person they better call. Either way, I feel like, you may be getting a call. What else, Spirit? I feel like somebody completed a major cycle in their life. Yep. Yep. No longer accepting bullshit. They completed a major cycle in their life. I feel like now they realize that they need to be loyal in this relationship, and they need to stand up for you. They need to protect you, because that's what's honorable. I feel like this person is wanting to act with high honor now. Mm-hmm. And be truthful. Communicate. It's this child's play shit. They see now that shit is over. So, all right, y'all. We getting ready to swing the pendulum. I'm getting ready to eat. I will be back, but for right now, I'm about to eat. Let's swing the pendulum. Let's see what the message the Spirit has for us. All right, Spirit, which way is the pendulum going to swing this afternoon? Which way is the pendulum going to swing? And it looks like it's a yes. Is this a yes, Spirit? All right, y'all. This is a yes. Thank you, Spirit. All right, y'all. Well, that's my door. Thank you so very much. I love y'all. Have a good day. I'll be back a little bit.